Hello and welcome back, everybody. This is Ferone the Gnome. We're playing Lord of the Rings online. It is Monday, April 15th, 2024. Going on 9:30 p.m. I was busy, so it took me a while to get in here. Make sure my other computer is working. And it appears to be we are broadcasting. Indeed we are. So we are in Minas Tirith. Again. I don't think we'll ever leave Minas Tirith. It is the quest hub that keeps on giving constantly. So we're moving along here, and the last time we were on, we were doing some quest for Forlong and his buddies here. They're reliving their childhood or their youth, and having me go all over the city, bringing stuff back to them. Because they appear to be unaware of the fact that, or they don't care, that there is, like, death and destruction on the doorsteps of Minas Tirith, but they're going to sit here and drink themselves silly and remember their youth while everybody else gets slaughtered, apparently. So, we're going to help them with that because that's what we do. It's a quest. We must do it. All right. So, let's get on with it then. Let's see. The last one they said in days of use. Ask after Othlin. After Othlin. What the heck does that mean? In days of youth. Okay, so I see 3 spots spread out around here, and we're over here. We can come down here and take this and get up there. All right, we're good. Let's get out of here. Get on our mount out here and rock and roll. Hopefully, we'll have more success tonight with the server. It was super insanely lagged last night. Tends to do that on the weekends. Well, it tends to do that all the time, but it's worse on the weekends. That's what I'm saying. If you're watching on Twitch, please do me a favor and hit the follow. If you're over on YouTube watching, please hit the subscribe. And if you would, leave me a like and a comment because it super helps. Then head over to Twitter. It used to be a little blue bird. Now it's a big X. Follow me there. It's at Ferone the Gnome. I put up screenshots and chat with people over there. With that said, let's go exploring to find Othlin or something another along those lines. So we just go down here and we will find the ramp that heads up to the next level. That's where we're headed. So far the lag isn't horrible. As soon as I say that, I know it'll go crazy. But right now it's not horrible. Here's our ramp we're looking for. Got me some nice cold water tonight to drink. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Monday. I had to go see the eye doctor today as a follow-up for the last time I went. He told me my eyes are still sucky as they were the last time. All right, so what we got here. We'll make that large enough for an adult to read. Othlin? Why, I knew him well, perhaps better than most, though. Better than most. Though I have not seen him in many a year, I will tell you something to remember of him. Sometimes after a night of drink and merriment and song, he would confess to me that though his heart burned bright, there was a well of sorrow in it, too, and they ever wrestled. Sorrow for what he would never tell, and then sometimes he would tell me he meant to fight the sorrow and love all the world until he knew his time had come, and then how sweet his rest would be. That is what he told me. Hey, what's going on, Willy Billy? Drone the drone. I'm a drone now? I didn't know I was a drone. Let's see. There's another one back to the left over here we need to talk to. Looks like Twitch is going to go into a advertisement here in about 3 minutes is what it's telling me. For those of you that watch on Twitch live, note that I believe this. I don't actually do this, but people have told me that if you subscribe, you don't get those commercials. I don't know if that's true or not. Somebody let me know that's actually subscribed. How many times have I heard Othlin, the minstrel's name, spoken? There are many tales told of that man. Why, that patch of green across the way over there was his favorite place to perform. They say the night air filled with his harp as he stood there and played sweet melodies to the stars. That's right, we're trying to find a minstrel. I remember now. Trying to find out what happened to the minstrel. So what have you been doing lately, Willy Billy Silly? I haven't been doing a whole hell of a lot because I've had real life stuff going on nonstop. So I haven't really gotten to play a whole lot. And when I have played, I've been in Minas Tirith because it's one quest after another. I don't think it'll ever end. Alright, here's a minstrel here. If you are looking for Othlin, you have missed him by 10 years. Though, for what it's worth, I have heard he died with a glass of wine in his hand and a song on his lips. Oh, that's sad. Okay, let's go tell Forlong and his buddies that their favorite minstrel is not with us anymore, apparently. Oh my. It is April 15th. We have a brand new EverQuest TLP server coming out on May 22nd. I'll be playing that a little bit and streaming some of it. Here's what I'm looking for. We have 2 new TLP servers coming out this month, or in May, on EverQuest. One is called Tormax and one is called Teak. The Tormax server is an Eridune clone, they claim, which it really and truly it's a Mangler server clone. And the Teak server is a Mischief TLP server clone, but both servers are going to start in the Ruins of Knark expansion, so that's kind of neat. Willy Billy Silly's been playing WoW, Star Trek Online, Star Wars The Old Republic, Grand Theft Auto, Digimon Master Online. He's been playing everything. Everything. Been playing way more than I have. Congratulations on having the time to actually play some fun games. I was going to take the RV and tractor up to the farm this weekend, which I was looking forward to it. But right now the weather is looking like it's going to be very bad, so maybe that means I'll get to stay in on Saturday and actually play a bunch of games. So Hothlin lived a good life and died a willing death. Truly, that is the wisdom of old Westernese. Let us honor him and raise a glass. You too, friend champion, you have earned your place, I think. Oh, I think we're going to drink. I will drink with them. Oh, it is cold. Ah. And look, we have drained this bottle of Baron's blood. Why, friend, I know what you should do. You should run and place it on that stone he loved as a tribute to his memory. Yes, it's just the thing. Alright, so we have to take a thing to a stone, I believe. Yeah, up here. Okay. Basically back where we came from. This is the quest that keeps on giving. The quest that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Terranor has come online. Terranor is online. Has anyone else been online lately? 3 days for Harrion, 5 for Albion. Caitlin was in 6 days ago. Agumon 9. Bibbin has been on 12 days ago. Then we go to the very far off. So, not a lot. Let's get mounted up and haul butt. I'd have been on earlier today, or tonight, but I was working on my finances. Alright, I believe it was over here. I appear to have gone flying by where I was supposed to do this at. Ah, here we are. Play so many games I forget which button does what. Alright, place the bottle on the something another blah blah. Now we're going to go back to Forlong yet again. There's the kitty cat. Right there. Are you going to come down here now? Buffy? No, no, don't come across the keyboard. Good boy. That'll last for a few seconds. Now he's going to knock some stuff off over there. You are a massive cat. Big old fluff ball. Love you, kitty kitty. The bottle is placed. That is good. We did well to honor old Offlin. Borderline closes his eyes, and for a moment, the garrulous conversation comes to a rest. Come, me friends, were things so very grim back then as they are now? For that is not how I recall it, or perhaps being less in stature and wisdom, we did not look beyond the city's walls. It is a happy thing, is it not, to see no farther than your own strong walls? Ah, but then wanderlust comes over you. Why, Offlin himself sang a sweet, sad song on the subject. I hardly think of a harp more fairly fingered, or words more surely put to melody. How did it go? When over the mountain. No. Erloin, help me here. There was dawn and restless feet, and something to meet. I'm afraid those are all I can muster, old friend. Elder, can you remember? No? My cats puke so much. Yes, it is horrible. Puke on his desk. Don't puke on the desk. Don't listen to him, boy. Luckily the cat can't read. What? We have drunk in his memory and then forgotten his songs? Should people say Offlin was a drinker and not a master songsmith? This is an insult that cannot be endured. Do not look at me like that, Herr Lewin. I have not drunk my fill, nor am I anywhere near done with drinking. And I shall be ready with my axe, a match for any foe, now or 3 bottles hence, even with the clasp on my armor unmended. Now, where was I? The song must be recalled and sung. Most helpful champion, you must find rememberers. Perhaps the barkeep here knows the line, or Golaskill, or old Aglingering, Burial the Master Hosteller, someone. Alright, let's go talk to the barkeep. Hopefully he'll have the song on a piece of paper below the bar, and we don't have to go all over the city. But I got a feeling we're going to go all over the city. A song about wanderlust? Why, yes, I've heard it. I heard Offlin sing it many a time. How did it go? I fly away, I will not stay, seeking fortune, love, and war. That much I can recall. I'm afraid the rest is, well, not even a memory. Oh boy. Is there anybody else in here that I can ask? I didn't figure. Alright, back outside we go. Why are you so clingy tonight, kitty kitty? Hmm? Let's see. There. Where else is blinking? Over there and there. There's 3 spots. So it's going to be here and down on the next tier, but this one's on the same tier as this one, I believe. We're right here. Okay, good. So we'll go up here. Yes, I remember Offlin, though I was but a girl, and I know the song as well. I'll fly away and further roam, but I will never turn back home. No, I shall, I shall. Is that how it went? Well, I recalled some of it at least. And then the other side, let me look at the map real quick. It is on the other side of the tunnel, over by the crafting area. It would appear that the server is actually running very nice tonight. Maybe that's the trick, to play late on a Monday night. Alright, let's see, a little ways up around the bin here. I can indeed recall that song. The melody is as clear in my head as if he were here. Hum hum hum. But the words, well, no, I cannot master a single one. Ah, how memory betrays a body. Alright, the next one's going to be on the next tier down. Yep, down here, and I can get down right here. So, let's do that. Wrong spot. Only about 9,932 more steps and we'll have this quest finished. We'll only have to traverse this city another 5 million times. Uh-oh, lag monster showing up. Here we are. The song Offlin used to sing of wandering. Now that casts me back many a year. Over a mountain, sun comes rising. Find myself this home despising. No, I'm afraid I have no more of it than that. Alright, so back to Forlong yet again. I wonder if we can grab this mount and get there faster. Kind of. Because we can go up to the players tier. Where was the mount? It is this way. Stable master. Come on, I clicked you. I would like you to give me a dialogue now. Dialogue, good sir. Let me see where you can take me. Hello. Here we are. Spoke too soon. Apparently Monday evening or night is not the best time. The servers are lagging out yet again. Alright, we need to go back down the thing and over here. We can do this. Come on, go forward. There you go. You recite and hum what you were able to gather. Lord Forlong closes his eyes and thinks. Yes, yes, my friend, I think it is enough. Let us see. When over a mountain sun comes rising, with stirring heart and restless feet, I'll find myself in this home despising, and yearn for distant lands to meet. I'll fly away, I will not stay, seeking fortune, love, and war. I'll fly away and further roam, but I will never turn back home. No, I shall wend back there no more. No more, no more, no more, no more. There. So sad and sweet. There were other verses, of course. Love was won and lost, battles and fortunes too. That was a fine song, and it was just so that we went off to war, you and I. He sang of us too, didn't he? Standing by Thorongil's side in the breaking of Umbar. Though now that I come to think of it, he sang mostly of Thorongil and of Umbar's breaking. Still, we are named. Named? That makes it sound as if we merely stood about. We fought by Thorongil's side, Herluin and I, and weathered the thick of it, far off there in the south. Now, I do not wish to be unfair. The stratagem was Thorongil's, and never, I think, was there a finer swordsman or a faster walker. But all the same, we had our own deeds worthy of song. Tell them, Herluin, how I took the sorcerer's standard, and with it struck him down as he stood there chanting foul things. More so than you have done just now. You need to bring that battle standard here and show them to paint a clearer picture. You took it as a trophy, did you not? Hey, champion, go find this thing. By the seven-pointed star, I did, and left here in Minas Tirith within the House of Lore. Ah, to hold that fell thing in my hands again. Forlong turns to you. Ah, my friend, I've asked much of you, but would you do one more good turn for old Forlong? Would you go up to the 5th circle and fetch my trophy for me? Think you will find it in the Houses of Lore somewhere. Off we go again. We've helped save Middle-earth many, many, many times in our life here. And yet again, we find ourselves being an errand boy. Let's see, where is this one at? I was cartooning, but the graphics are slowly getting better every expansion. I haven't played it in a while. I think you said the 5th circle. Oh, I see. Okay, that's where I'm at. It's blinking where I'm at, but it's also up here. It's the Sage's tier that we want to go to. We could go here, hit this one, and that would get us up there faster. Keep remodeling old things and putting them in the new world. Yeah, I still got a subscription. I should log in and see how the season of Discovery is going. I didn't get very far. As long as the game engine is constantly updated and doesn't get old, I think an MMO can last forever. Isn't there a stable master like right here? It's right in front of me. Literally said that, and he was standing in front of me. Sage's Tear. But a lot of Lotro players say WoW is too cartoony. Well, for me, I think it's not the cartoony. I think the term cartoony is used to mean something more than what you would think. Like for me, it's not cartoony. It's what I call goofy. It's like, you know, and I liked it for a while, but like the goblins are kind of goofy, and it doesn't feel like it takes itself serious, which is not the case. It takes itself serious. It's just a different kind of serious, and that's the thing. People that are into more of a medieval elves and dwarves and gnomes kind of you know, typical D&D setting or something like that, when they play something where the mobs are kind of like they're just like, okay, that's not for me. In for War Within. Oh, the new expansion. I mean, some of the things that got to me was like the motorcycle mount. I was like, oh my god, come on, guys, a motorcycle. And the goblins driving a I don't know what the hell that thing was, a trike or whatever. It's just, these are the things that kills it for me. The helicopter thing that you could ride around. And I know for some people that's like the reason they love it. And those are the same things as the reason I don't love it, why some other people don't love it. That's what I think they're referring to when they say it's too cartoony, is they're referring to the slapstick nature of it. But you're right, it's more sci-fi than fantasy, and I'm more fantasy. That explains it a hell of a lot more. What we're supposed to do here? Retrieve the war trophy. Am I in the right spot? This is the House of Lore. We'll just run around and see what we can find. Oh, there's a door. Is it this door? No, that's not this door. Wow, we are hitching horribly bad in here. That's graphical hitching rather than server issues. In all reality, I mean, I love Lotro, and I love the stories and everything involved in Lotro, and I actually do really love the look of it. But I am, when it comes to combat, I am more into EverQuest style of combat. I'm gonna find this thing eventually. That's a door as well. Is that a door? That's a door that opens as well. Okay, am I the only one that hears the fart noise here in Minas Tirith all the time? You'll hear a burp. I think we found it. Right here. See? Do you see? Did y'all hear that? I hear it in so many places in Minas Tirith. Oh yeah, we need to go downstairs to get out of here, I think. I am thoroughly lost. There it was again. Huh? Oh, hey, there's a person over there. It's probably another quest line that I have. Oh my god, it's a new quest. Pardon my intrusion, champion, but there is a matter I would like to discuss with you. It is one I would prefer to keep quiet if it is possible. A few days ago, a warrior returned from the Pelennor with a peculiar scroll. He claimed to have wrested it from a fallen Haradrim sorcerer and sought to have it displayed among the many trophies of battle here in the Houses of Lore. We honored his request, but so strange was the text that I endeavored to transcribe and study it in my own time. I was able to transcribe it, but this very morning the scroll was taken from its resting place above. I hurried to cover the theft and stored my transcript in its place. But it will not be long before its loss is noticed by those with a more discerning eye. Would have it returned, and I care not to see the thief punished. My only concern is that of the scroll. I have little advice to offer other than to begin by searching the trophy collection. If nothing is there, return with my transcript, and we can discuss a new course. My God, I thought I was getting done here in Minas Tirith, and all of a sudden now I have a new quest line. It truly, truly, truly should be renamed the Never-Ending Quest Hub, not Minas Tirith. I'm guessing this is what they were calling the trophy room. Ah, you're right. Aside from the scrolls, known theft. God, man, I couldn't read it in time. My brain was not having it. Written in a strange, unfamiliar tongue. Okay, so let's go back and talk to him. It is as I expected. If the scroll was all they wanted, then what is their aim? There are many collectors of queer trinkets in Minas Tirith and the lands beyond, but with war come to our gates, I doubt many have worried themselves with obtaining new artifacts and curiosities. I transcribed the text as neatly as I might, though I do not understand the very words I wrote. I thought to take it to the archives to translate, but I do not wish to leave our collections unattended until this is resolved. You're a friend of Mithrandir, are you not? He knows much of old and strange languages, and perhaps he might aid us. Take my transcript to him and see what he makes of it. Okay, we can do that. We know where Mithrandir is. Then that's not the right way. There it is. Crying out loud. I'm lost yet again. Over here. I think this is the door over here. Or not. Oh, for crying out loud. Where am I at? At the exit over that way? Maybe so. Haha. This is not clickable. That's not clickable. That's not clickable. Is there a way around here? No, this is not. This is just a fireplace. That's clickable. Found it! Alright, let's go back to Forlong. We need to get back to... Man, I hate that they have that mount way over there. We need to get to this one here. To the player's tier. Alright. We'll go right up the path here, the ramp here. Hit the stable, go down to the player's tier, and get over to Forlong so they can send me to the next spot. Now we just need to go down. Okay. Why, why, that is it. And it is just as I remembered it. You see, Herluin and Thorongil stood about as far as there, back to back, their swords flashing. They had made a great rush, my axe hewing all in the path, for I had seen the sorcerer across the room begin to work some foul spell. Alas, a tall half-troll stood barring my way, not for long. He took my axe like all the rest, though it stuck in him, and I could not quickly draw it out. So, thinking on my toes, I wrenched this standard from its place and struck the cruel spell weaver down where he stood. You should pen a song yourself, Forlong. You do a fine job singing your own praises. Never the sharp wit and sharper tongue, old friend. To my mind, you are too modest in never boasting for yourself. I will right both flaws and boast for you. Did you know that once Herluin held at bay 2, nay 3 dozen corsairs merely by throwing knives? We were surprised and found ourselves in an Umbar tavern, weaponless, but backs against the stores of cutlery. He grabbed handfuls, and like rain they flew. Why, if you gathered the knives from these tables here, I feel sure Herluin could still show you how it was done. You will show us how it is done, Herluin. Oh, come, you must. Now we are going to pick up some table knives. How many we gotta get? 12 of them, apparently. Everybody, sorry, we need all the knives in the tavern. We're going to throw them. Y'all might want to duck behind some tables or a wall or something because they have been drinking. You've been forewarned. We got enough knives out here on these tables? My lord. Oh, I got 12 of 12, apparently. Alright. I do this against all my better judgment. Let me see, we stood here and they there. I turned and grabbed the knives and then, yes, then I flung out my arm like so. 2 handfuls of knives clattered to the floor at Herluin's feet. Bah! These knives are not weighted at all like those were. Who am I deceiving? I'm an old man and I have forgotten much. I believe and hope, at least, my skill with the sword is not so far forgotten. Bah! It amazes me to think you stood side by side with Thorngill. Now that is a name of legends and song. Tell me, friends, what was he like in speech and look and action? Why, we'll come up with something that we need the champion to go find and tell you about it. Names always seem thus when they sail off and are never seen or heard from again. Ah, but Herluin and I knew him well back then. There was a greatness in him, and in truth he always seemed to me as one of the men of Numenor. Newly landed on Gondor's shores, all the same, he was a man, and had all such peculiarities as men have. Do you remember Herluin, what he did with his arm when he called us over to him? It was, no, I cannot do it from my seat, you friend. You, friend, see if you can do it. Okay, we're going to beckon. Why, that was just how Thorngill did it, wasn't it, Herluin? You hit it on the very first try. You have a talent for this champion. Now you really must try another. Oh, I know, Thorngill, when no one was watching, would sometimes sigh in a manner most melancholy. Can you sigh for us, friend? Who wrote this quest line? I'm amazed. Somehow you have captured Thorngill. Have you ever acted upon the stage? Actually, I have in the Winterfest thingy. Well, here is a challenge for you. There was a particular stern look, let us call it solemn, that would come over Thorngill's face when playing his battle strategy. Let us see you try such a solemn face. Did I do it? I see myself do it. Okay. Come now. Only one who knew Thorngill and knew him well could have mimicked such a face. This is true art. It is uncanny. Well now, for long, shouldn't have all the fun. Why don't you try smoking your pipe? He always did so, with a stern and thoughtful look, as though the pipe bowl were giving him grave and secret counsel. Alright, so I need to smoke something. Let us have a cheer for our new friend's fine acting. It casts my mind back, it does. Times of war when Thorngill and Denethor stood side by side. Oh, I didn't think of that. Until they did not stand side by side, if you recall. Thorngill left us, and then Denethor grew cold on him, though some say the order was reversed. Aye, and it was Denethor's turn to lead us into battle, the taking of Osgiliath, or one of them at least. It has always seemed to me, though both men were stern and serious, that when we marched under Denethor's command, it was a graver, more tiresome affair. By the look on your face, Herluin, I see you disagree. Or no, that is not it. It is that you will not hear ill spoken of our good steward. You read my face too well. Denethor is not so hard or uncharitable a man as I think you take him for. He's a good man with great, nay, unbearable burdens. But I am forced to confess that for me, too, the memories of Umbar shine somehow brighter on recollection than Osgiliath. I blame it on our youth and newness to battle and the enchantment of journeying to foreign lands. Ha! Whereas Osgiliath reminded us only of what had once been great in Gondor and is no more. Yes, let us not quarrel over this. Nothing makes peace so well as food and drink. I see that we are low on food. Let our new friend do us another kindness and ask them to bring another course. Apparently I will. More food, is it? I'll have it brought. You've done enough going about and carrying things for those three. Thank God. Bless you, sir. The feast continues, and we have you to thank. It seems to me that we owe much to our new friend for this happy time before the coming storm. Here, then, let us raise a glass and welcome you into our little company, to old friends and to new. And belch. To old times and the roads that led us here, to battles fought and battles yet to come, yes, battles to come. For a second time, Forlorn falls into silence. Oh my God, we're at the end, I think. Battles to come, enemy host. Why, there is one perched under the very lintel of Minas Tirith, and here we have been sitting utterly ignorant of how they are getting on. Friend Champion, you are up, and we, as you can see, are down. You dash outside, ascend the wall here, and gaze upon the state of the opposing force. I suppose I would. Yeah, Trace 3 level 86. I'm 100. These quests are 100. Why is the trace trees I get from these things 86? Anyway. Alright, let's go outside here and take a look, if we shall. Alright, so, which one is it? It's near and dear. It's going to be this one. Okay, so that's on the wall up here. I believe I can do that. Just gotta wait for it to allow me to walk. Yes, but if I'm level 100-ish, then wouldn't the quest for level 100 give me 101 trace trees rather than 86? That's what I'm not understanding. I understand why all these quests seem to give 86, and these quests are all 100. Or this 100, not 101. Okay, I get it. I get it. Never mind. This is a good place to view the enemies on the Pelennor. Enemies making many preparations upon the Pelennor fields, but shows no something because you had to be a speed reader to read that. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Near and Dear is back in to talk to him. Yeah, that's what I figured. They yet prepare, that is well, let us err on the side of caution and vigilance as all the same. Will you find Huron, master of the keys, and inquire as to our general state of readiness, and whether there are final preparations to which we might lend our hands? Huron was down by the city gates last I saw him. Okay, we're gonna go talk to Huron. Warden of the Keys. Oh, background sounds. It's him down there. You know what? I think we can get there a heck of a lot faster by just doing that. As they would say, work smarter, not harder. Ooh, sorry, it won't let me move yet. Oh, there it goes. Interesting. That way. All greater measures have been attended to, the lesser ones are well in hand. Soon we shall have naught but to watch and wait. Neither Lord Denethor nor Mithrandir can foresee or even guess at what the enemy plans. I know, for I have sat in their councils. As to Lords Forlong and Hirluin, if their men are at the ready and they come swiftly when the horns blow, that is all that can be asked of them. Now we go back to Forlorn yet again. I want to see what's going on over here. There's Builder's Fellowship and Smith's Fellowship. Fellowship. Been working on making weapons for the soldiers of Gondor, but our metal supplies are slowly dwindling. Fear that it may be a while before Harlowen's port is once again receiving goods from western Gondor. Turgon is keeping watch over the southern gate of the Ramus. Though he is outnumbered, he is holding his post. Would you be willing to assist him? Perhaps you and Turgon would be able to retake the port so that we may receive much needed supplies after the battle. You keep to yourself the knowledge that Aragorn's ships also need the port clear. Not sure I'm gonna take these right now. We need to go back up to, I believe, the players tier. Oh man. As you appear to ride back down. Players and dismount. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, I read that while I was still going and could have hit the dismount. Oh man, I'm getting tired. Whew. We're going on 53 minutes anyway right now. Why do I always think I've passed it when I haven't? Oh, Lord. Made the trip 500 times. This is true. Not to do, but to wait, eh? My axe will be ready, come what may. Have you heard there are axe-wielding Easterlings upon the field? So the scouts are saying, beards like dwarves and call themselves Suhalar. Yeah, I've killed some of them. Imagine across men such as they in battle for long, would there be confusion amongst these Suhalar and the men of Lossarnock? One must wonder for long if these be ancient cousins of your kind. Neldir, do they all have beards, everyone? I know not if they have beards to the very last man, but by the reports, Lord Forlong, they sound much like your people in Losternock, who have less of the blood of Numenor. That is where I cast my vote. Well, I can tell you that all the ones I saw were using the exact same model, and that model had beards. Some will say they all have beards. Cousins, because they hold axes? What nonsense. Clearly they are dwarfkin and no blood of mine. Should take no sides, but only say that if every man among them has a beard, they are dwarfkin. But if their beards vary as we do in height and the color of our eyes, then I declare them men. There are dwarves, and I will have it shown. They are dwarves, and I will have it shown. New friend here looks well traveled and up for some fighting. Perhaps you could bring us back some Suhalar beards to settle this dispute. Didn't I have a quest over here he gave me that had a whole bunch of cool things as the ending of it? I could have sworn I did. Yeah, it's near and dear. How come near and dear keeps getting longer? You're just continuing it over and over. Now I have to go kill Suhalars. Suhalars. What time is it? 6 minutes. We're gonna run up to Mithrandir. Run up to Mithrandir, talk to him real quick, and then we'll probably call it so that I can go to sleep and get up and actually be productive at work. You know, they actually like me to work. Go figure. Wrong. I'll tell them where I'll be when the server lets me go. Oh, there we go. 2, maybe even 3 nights on my last run through. Holy crap. Right here, stable mast. I would like to go to... I believe it's the Master's tier. Where are we even at? I can't find myself. Okay. Well, why didn't I go on up there? That would have been okay. How dare you! Let's see here. It would have stopped me back there anyway. But I want to go up here and take this little left. What is this, Lorrandan? What have you to show me? You tell Mithrandir that Maynor has transcribed a lost scroll without understanding its language and hopes to learn more of its origin. A simple translation. Certainly he should have all the resources he requires, and within the city at that. I have translated the words on the scroll, but I will not speak them. The language is old. older than most, and it tells of nameless things torn from their depths and bound to Sauron's will. I shall say no more of it. This is a tool of the enemy, and no good can come of speaking these words. If ever you have doubted my words or judgment, trust them now. I advise you to burn this at once before any ill fate can befall you or this manor you spoke of. You may tell him that it contains something of fell design, but do not speak more on it, even if pressed. I do not wish him to worry his fellows on the eve of war, for such things can turn the tide of battle before it even begins. So back to talk to Manor. Okay. Here we are. There you are, Lorrandan. I suppose you have been north of the Ramasekor on Imrahil's errand. I told you to assist the Prince of Dal Amroth, but soon afterward I regretted doing so. There were some matters I should have asked you about in greater detail, but I gave away my chance by sending you away. It is all set right now, for you have returned, and I will worry at it no longer. I must hear what you saw in Osgiliath, and I must hear it quickly. No, not here. Speak to me if you are ready, and we will depart together for the old archives, where we will find the first and oldest collection of scrolls in the city. I think your tale may require further study, and that is where we may conduct it. Okay, so that is going to start something up, and we're not going to do it right now, because we're over an hour, and it's late, and I'm trying to get to bed. So that's going to do it for this particular stream. Let me get one of these little screenshot thingies like that. See, they look like they're talking to each other now. Boom! Well, let's see here. Put this up on the Twitter sphere. If you're not following me yet on Twitter, it's @FroneTheGnome. Just go over to the big X that used to be a little blue bird. And follow me @FroneTheGnome. There we are. Posted that up there. Alright, so that's going to do it for tonight. I hope everybody had a fantastic time. I know I did. We didn't get but an hour tonight. Usually we do more than that, but we got an hour tonight. And that's going to do it. So I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, night, morning, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. This is From the Gnome, and I am signing off. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye!